know who gets it easy at the end, or like at the end, the fathers. You know that shit when they say you need to work as a slave to live like a king. That shit is true. You need to work as a slave to live like a king. I think about things like the Great Moriah. You know, ZCC, Zion Christian Church, that big church there with a big star. And then whenever I get to ZCC, there's a lot of people. And then before they come inside the gate, they take water, and then they turn around, and then they usher them like again, and then they go inside. When you go inside, I don't know. As he was a lord too. As he was a lord. I don't know, he's angels, and then he's barking mangelo they heal you. You know, I think about the churches that he have. It's a lot of churches in the world. A lot of churches in the world that he has. He has branches all over. But there's things like the Bukana. They are small. Maybe it's 30 cents. It's cheap things. 30 cents. Imagine 30 cents times a million. So, no one they say you need to work like a slave to live like a king. There's a lesson in it. Even I myself, I'm learning it. I'm a philosopher, so God say go through life and then teach the positive of it, or preach. Yeah, go through life, preach the positive side of things. You see that you meet along the way, and then also I don't know, just witness the negatives that are also beyond you, as vapor, divinity, conquest of vapor. But the last thing, me, I have one job here in this world. One job actually. as not lead. I don't wanna lie. No, I have one job. So maybe that's why as a bar shop, as the father at the bar shop, as a pope maybe, hey, you know, maybe why is maybe my job not so difficult, or I don't take it like seriously. I have one job and they know. One job. Vapor. That's my job, vapor. This shit of God in human form. Demigod. Bastard deity. Angel. Ancestor. Alien. You know what you have to master? Vapor. Angels, diamonds, Mars. Alphas, the branch, before the global government, using what? My CV, my business plan, and my theory. Doesn't change. It doesn't change. You know, when they say you are good, what do they call this? When they say you have predicted, some will say you have prophesied. It depends on the language, science, and this, ne? But my predictions, 100%, 100% how? In 2,000 years. I mean, I predicted things for 2,000 years, 1,000 years. Yeah? I predict things for not for 20 years. 20 years I can't. I can't predict the next 1 year. It's hard. Or the next like 5 days. It's hard for me. But then, like, take me long term. Like, ask me to predict for you the year 2000. As a seer, as a spiritual king, as a moonlight, as a young ayazu, Nakshela 100% 100%. As the Prince of Nibiru, as the son of Allah, as the King of Mars, the Star King of Africa. It's a gift that made me crazy, still making me crazy. Which intellectual or genius or someone which made a difference was never crazy? There's nobody. They all go crazy, and I think they all get to this point. And you know, like, when they're at this point, what matters is what do you do here? Do you be crazy and lose, or do you be crazy and win? Geniuses, the difference between prophets and Chris Langham. Chris Langham is the smartest man in America. His IQ is above Einstein. You know what prophets do? What is the divinity, the vapor, the vapor which they have over. Me, I'm the truth. They said the truth will set you free. So I'll set you free. I'll be a guru and a right. I like the greatest. I'm not little. I'm not 28 and a guru, a seer, a prophet, they call king, a philosophical king, a theorist, the king of mass. I know. Alone on my own, if I can make 50-year-old people shake, so maybe star seeds I'm the greatest. I said I'll be the greatest pope and angel to the star seeds. So for the future generation, for the Bonfi generation, I promise to be the truth. The truth will set you free, to be the truth. So the old generation, I will be the serpent. I've always been the serpent from day one in Eden. And then the old generation want to say blasphemy, 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 blasphemy. So bad that I knew this from day one. That bro, my body, when I say I'm a deity, a golden human form, a demigod, half of me is not here. Half of me does not exist, live here. The angel side of me is not in this body. It has its own nerves, muscle and instincts. You know, when they say you are Allah's son, when I say it's my father, and when I say it's my mother, Allah. When I say Allah is my mother, Allah, when you say Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, yeah, you're referring to my mother. When I say that, I might say it cocky, or maybe I might say it shy, or I might say it closed, or maybe open. When I say I'm half Lyrian, like draconian ET, blood runs in my veins, Adam, the first alpha, is alpha. This hand, when I say it right, and then I'm the greatest writer scriber, I say that because of this lineage of Adam, the ET, the first, the one which was told to eat the fruit and was taken out of heaven, that one. That blood fused here, that alien blood. When I say I'm Christ, Adam Christ, this cross here is Jesus, is Allah's son. I mean that I'm Allah's son. Do you know that Enki and Lil are brothers? The serpent in the garden and the Bible God, they are brothers from the same mother and father. The truth will set you free. So, I'm not even trying to be a bro. I was just cornered. And then as the prince of Niburu, I'm an heir to Mars. So, I have solutions, ways, philosophy, algorithms, riddles, a puzzle that will help as a spiritual king in this quantum philosophy. My spiritual preachings will solve the riddle. Yeah. You see that riddle which they can't solve? Yes, it will solve it, all of it. So, I don't know. The difference between me and Chris Langhan. Chris Langhan, you want to do it for success. Those are geniuses. Geniuses, they want to be successful. Prophets, they do it because of it's good. For what? Self, nature, environment, or vapor. The difference between a prophet and a genius. A prophet always thinks about these. Is governed by these. Self, nature, environment, or conquest. A genius, money, success, money and success. Yo, guys. Money and success. Money and success. Who do you know who wanted money and success and got money and success? People who want money and success, they don't get money and success. Even when they get it, what is money and success? Like, how much is that? So, a prophet just follows the way. You know, when they say walk in a straight line, you know, like John Connor. Like John Connor is a prophet. He followed what? A straight line. That's John Connor. You see, like Legend. Legend is a lord, is a deity, is a demigod. And you see that John Connor is a prophet. Temba, jelly. Shit. Yesterday I was trying to read the book. I know the book or the words come out. Yeah, that's the genius side of me. You know, the prophet like side of me doesn't want that shit. Doesn't want me to write the book. Wants me to tell the story of the book. He wants me to build a platform. So the prophet side of me is too smart to know that, you know what, if you read the book, you are done. And then you have locked. You know, books, they do what? You lock it. This is why Muhammad spent 23 years writing the Quran. It's something which, as a prophet, you better write it and then print it out when you are old, when you are 70, and say, oh, here I was like this, here I was like this. You know, when it comes to success, money and success, the pressure will say, oh, hey, print the book now, just sell it for money. That's the difference between Chris Langhan and Al-Jabbar, the great servant messenger Muhammad Rasulullah. That's the difference. That's the difference between I and King, Prince of Niburu, the and King of Mars, compared to, I don't know, how many demigods, prophets, prophets, bishops, pastors, leaders, kings, do you know? And then I was born free in the star seats, and then I made them mad. I was like, hey, Stacy. About the quantum philosopher. I told the quantum philosophy about the timekeeper of my time, the spiritual king, prophet the core king, and the philosopher the core king. Negili philosopher Yale Godzo Mela, who was inspired by the Greeks. Where do you think the name quantum even came from? Well, you are in my what? In my, oh, not in my what? In my path. I have to go become king of Mars before I'm 35, 40 days.